family? So today on this channel, I had bought this little fragrance set a while ago, and I have a few of them that I'm trying to get through. But today we are going through 5 Jo Malone fragrances. Long story short, I've come to the conclusion that I probably won't be buying any Jo Malone fragrances, but let's take a journey, shall we? If you're interested in seeing the 5 fragrances from Jo Malone that I have in this set, stay tuned.
So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say.
I don't know, I guess I woke up today and chose to smell things because I've been smelling fragrances all afternoon. And now, aside from the fragrances, if you're interested in knowing what's on my face, if the video is up, I will put it up. But yeah. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I have 5 fragrances here. This is a set I bought on Sephora. The 5 fragrances are Wood Sage and Sea Salt, English Pear and Freesia, Peony and Blush, Suede, Wild Bluebell, and Nectarine Blossom and Honey. So I'm going to be smelling these on cards. I have smelt these. I have had some experience with these fragrances. I've had them for a while. I'm going to be reviewing them for you. Let us begin with Wood Sage and Sea Salt. So, I'm not going to read all of the accords and the notes, but I will have them pop up here for you. This one is like a marine aromatic salty fragrance, as you know, Wood Sage and Sea Salt. This does have ambrette in it, which I do like, but I didn't like this fragrance. Give it a little spritz. Don't mind me, this is just cardstock, construction paper to be specific. So it smells like sea salt and wood sage. It is a woody, aromatic, salty fragrance. It's very light. Nothing crazy going on with it. If you like a light kind of sea salty marine fragrance, this is nice. It's a cologne, however, so the longevity is not great and the projection is not great. Kind of just a transparent marine, sea salty, light, kind of airy cologne fragrance. Nice for like the hot summer, but because it's so light and it's a cologne, I really don't think it could handle heat all that well. I think it would just like kill the projection. But it does smell good, so it's a nice kind of musky, sea salty, light fragrance. So that is Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Projection, like I said, is not strong on any of these fragrances, and their longevity is not great. 3-4 hours you're looking at. But we will continue. Alright, so we'll do English Pear and Freesia. It's supposed to be like a floral, fruity, kind of sweet fragrance. Pear is supposed to be prominent in this. So this smells like a pear wine, in my opinion. Almost like it's not alcohol-y like the fragrance alcohol, but like it smells like an actual liquor. Very much a pear, like champagne. vibe. It's interesting, but I'm afraid of smelling like liquor. Yeah. I do get a lot of the pear, but it very much just to me smells like a pear flavored champagne, or just like a pear flavored wine. It does smell good. It just, I'm a little afraid the performance, or if I'll just end up smelling like liquor. It is good. It's a nice crisp juicy pear. It's a little bit different than like other pear fragrances that I have, but yeah, I do get quite a bit of that like liquor smell. But again, nice soft fresh pear during the day, brunch. It's good. It's just, again, projection is real weak, and longevity is quite weak, but it is an interesting fragrance, an interesting interpretation on a pear fragrance. Alright, we'll move on to Peony and Blush Suede. It's a floral rose, kind of transparent, fresh scent. It should have a bit of a leatheriness to it because of the suede. Alright, the first note in this fragrance is red apple, and you can smell it, but it kind of smells like medicine. Other than that, it is a sweet apple-y fragrance. I do smell the peony. It's quite floral, although the apple is there. It smells like apple and then florals, but it does smell a little bit like medicine. Otherwise, it's a fresh, transparent kind of scent. Very light, but it is interesting. It is an interesting take on an apple fragrance. The medicinalness of it does go away, and it's just like this fruity floral. Yeah, this would be good for summer. It's just that initial spray is not like great. But afterwards, it's just a nice, like, linear, fruity floral fragrance. So if you like apple, more like apple juice versus apple pie, then you would like this fragrance. Alright, so I have Wild Bluebell. This one I was really excited about. See, the thing about, like, the fragrances aren't bad. They're just, like, light. They're very, very light. So, Wild Bluebell has a very distinct scent to it. I believe it is the Bluebell. It's a very floral fragrance with a little bit of an interestingness to it. It does have a bit of a fruitiness to it. It's supposed to be a green fragrance, but it's not, to me, very green. It's interesting. Very different. This is a very different kind of floral. I don't know anything else that smells like this. On the skin, I don't love it. Yeah, on the skin, I don't love it. I definitely prefer it on the test strip. You can smell more of the fragrance notes in the test strip, and then on the hand, it kind of just doesn't smell great. It may just not work well with my body chemistry, but you could get all of the notes and like the it's more interesting on the test strip. Like, I can smell the peach, the bellflower, some of the dewdrop and the musk, but then on my hand it's kind of just like clove and musk that I'm getting. Like I really get the clove on my hand versus on the strip I don't get the clove at all. So I don't love Wild Bluebell, but if it translates the way it does on the strip, then yeah. I don't own any of these fragrances. They didn't really impress me enough or wow me enough or interest me enough. But yeah, we have one more to go, and that is Nectarine Blossom and Honey. So this is a fruity fragrance. There is no actual honey note in this. This does smell like nectarine, very much like nectarine, but it's nectarine and peach is what I get from this. I have a peach fragrance, so I don't need this, but yeah, it's a very nice, like, it's very specifically nectarine that I'm getting. But I don't get much else. There's supposed to be green notes, black currant, black locust in here. There's supposed to be plum in here. But I don't get much of anything else but the nectarine. Maybe a little bit of greenness, but again, mostly just nectarine. But yeah, so longevity wise with these fragrances, you're looking at like 3 to 5 hours. They are a cologne. They do not project a ton, and all of them are more like a transparent fruity floral fragrance. So if you're into that sort of thing, then I would highly recommend the Jo Malone fragrances. If you're not so much into that sort of thing, then this might be a pass for you. They're just, for what they are, in my opinion, they are quite expensive. But they are great quality. I didn't have any real issues with like them smelling too synthetic or anything. But yeah, if you're into fruity floral fragrances, transparent fruity floral fragrances, you're looking for something that is summer appropriate, then very much so you can look to this line. But yeah, that is really all the thoughts that I have on the Jo Malone fragrances. Not a lot to say. I don't have any of them personally. Like I have these, but like I didn't buy any of them full bottle. So I don't really have any that I would recommend. But if you're interested, I do suggest checking them out, giving them a smell. Definitely try them both on you and on a test strip, because they do translate a little bit different. I find that these translate quite a bit different actually on the skin, so keep that in mind. But yeah, if you did like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.